that strikes me about this group is that we couldn't have been here 10 years ago, 15 years ago. This is a new phenomena, and everyone in this room is are really the pioneers of it, and we've had many courageous people here. And I think that competitions and crowdsourcing are also going to be really important to the future, and not just for bringing about social innovation, but I also believe that it's really meaningful for a person to be able to innovate and to contribute, which I think showed up in the presentations. What I want to do tonight is talk to you a little bit about Ashoka and Changemakers and what we've done, and then also to share with you our challenges and what we're trying to do next, because I think that can provide an interesting landscape for where the field is going next. So for those of you who don't know, Ashoka was formed about 30 years ago. We launched the field of social entrepreneurship, supporting social entrepreneurs all over the world. We now have 3,000 social entrepreneurs that we support from 70 countries. And about 10 years ago, we had been working on how do we help these, we call them fellows, communicate with each other and collaborate and also work more closely with us. And our president at the time, Sushmita Ghosh, had been working on a magazine to do all of this, and she transformed it into an online platform with prizes, which I believe is the first social innovation platform that we had. So that was 8 years ago, and over those 8 years we've ran 62 competitions. We do these with partners, so for example we worked with Nike to find solutions for how sports can improve the world, and especially girls in sports. We've worked with National Geographic to look at ecotourism solutions. We've worked with Google to look at citizen media. And over the years, we've actually, through these prizes, we've been able to push out $600 million into the world and into the hands of innovators who are solving problems. And now we have over 14,000 people and innovators who are on this platform. And so this was working, but we also began to see that there were some challenges and there were some missed opportunities that we had. And one of these is once you host a competition, it ends. So what happens after that? It's a one-time thing. The second one is that while on our platform, you could talk to each other so that you could send a message to an innovator in another part of the world. People really weren't collaborating. And then the third piece is, as Josh mentioned, there's now 32,000 competitions a year, and so our business model wasn't as successful as it was. So we asked ourselves, okay, so what is the next step? How do we innovate to keep moving things forward? And then the fourth challenge that we had, and this is the one that I care most passionately about, is Ashoka's mission is everyone a change maker. Our goal is to create a world where everyone, really everyone, can innovate and bring about positive social change. And with a competition, you have 3 winners, maybe 5 winners, and then you have hundreds of other people that are also doing great work that are left out of the equation. And at this time, as we were bringing on more and more innovators to the platform, we started to see that there's different ways that we can now work with this scale. And our question became, how can you not just have a few winners, but how can everybody be a winner? And so what we did, this was about 2 years ago, is we took a big risk and we completely overhauled our platform. We're still running the competitions, but we said, can we now turn this into a marketplace of social innovators, where it's not just about a few competitions bringing about winners, but it's more about connecting the right people. If there's 62 partners, which are foundations or investors, 14,000 innovators, how can these people work together? And so I'll now describe a few of the new innovations that we've brought to that platform. One is that we've launched something called a change shop. So if you're an innovator with an idea, you can set up a change shop on the Changemakers platform. And this is where you lay out your idea, and you're also sharing key information about that idea that helps us segment. So not only the type of problem that you're trying to solve and the country or region that you're working in, but also what stage of innovation are you at? Are you just starting out, or are you successful in one country and want to spread to others? And in addition to that, we also allow people to set up like really clear milestones for their innovation. So there's now visibility on the platform. You say what you want to do, and the world can watch to see if you're meeting your goals. And then the next piece is that in the past, while you could send an email to one person or another, now what you can do is you can showcase what your needs are and what offers you have to the entire platform. So what this is doing is allowing Ashoka, because we work with a lot of different partners who support these people, and we're also, another key area that we found that innovators need is exposure to the media. So it's allowing us to do a new level of matchmaking, where if you started a community garden in Berlin, we can get down to that level to connecting you to who are the funders that would support you. Even if they're in South Africa or if they're in Poland, who are the other people working on these issues? Who are the people in the media that want to tell your story? And it works both ways. So not only as an innovator are you able to connect to the partners, the funding, the talent, the visibility that you need, but if you're a newspaper, you're able to find those positive stories quickly. So one other area that we realized that we also needed to focus on was in terms of collaboration. And I think a lot of times we think about collaboration of put everybody in a room together and they will collaborate, which they will do, but maybe I'll be working with you and you will be working with you, but how do you get everybody to collaborate together? And at Ashoka, we came back to the realization that you actually need entrepreneurs who are driving collaboration with groups of people and facilitating that movement. So another element that we're bringing on to the platform is we actually are looking for people that we call synapse entrepreneurs to make all the synapses among a community in a strategic way to quickly tackle a social problem that is emerging. And so we launched this about 2 years ago. We have several pilots running up on the shops, but this is an experiment right now. We don't have the map of how to do this. We're experimenting and we're moving forward. And we would love to work with all of you as we figure this out.